Welcome to How Airlines Make Money, Secrets of the Economy, Business, and First Class. In this video, we'll reveal the 6 strategies that help airlines become profitable and filthy rich. Join us as we uncover the hidden mechanisms that mark success in the flying business, from the complicated world of in-flight services to the strategic use of capital base. Fasten your seatbelts for an exclusive journey into the behind-the-scenes world of airline profitability. Secret 1. High-performing airlines effectively manage their capital base, especially aircraft. ROIC is the best metric for value creation. Most airlines focus on increasing the numerator, which is profit. However, an often overlooked way is by managing the denominator, or capital base, wisely. In an analysis, capital turnover, or in the revenue earned per dollar invested in capital, is correlated with better ROIC performance. A narrow-body aircraft generates a higher capital turnover than a wide-body plane because of cost and usage. A narrow-body Boeing 737-800 is 3 to 4 times cheaper than a wide-body aircraft such as the 777-300ER. Because a narrow-body aircraft is deployed on shorter flights, it can complete 5 or 6 flights per day compared with 1 or 2 trips for wide-body aircraft. Regardless of aircraft type, airlines that buy newer, more expensive aircraft will have to manage the large weight on their balance sheet by maximizing utilization. Ideally, new planes should be in the air for 10 to 12 hours a day for narrow bodies and 14 to 15 hours a day for wide bodies. If airport regulations permit, airlines could complement such flight activity with the potential deployment of depreciated aircraft, especially on popular routes. Airlines that do this may capture revenue peaks while lowering asset costs. As capital assets, airplanes are subject to depreciation. However, if an aircraft is properly serviced and maintained, there's no correlation shown between its age and safety. One low-cost carrier, for example, separates its aircraft internally into 2 sub-fleets. The new, efficient, modern fleet flies more than 12 hours on average every day. The older fleet, with significantly lower ownership costs, flies when there is a sufficient demand at the right yields. Secret 2. High-performing airlines know that conduct matters more than market structure. The analyst has shown that airlines based in slow-growing home markets outperform their peers in high-growth markets. Fast-growing markets attract many new entrants. As new planes are rapidly added in anticipation of demand growth, ticket prices fall. The Asian market, which is the lowest performing region, is a case in point. Before the pandemic, the Asian market became less consolidated, and stiff competition has badly bruised many of the airlines there. On the flip side, U.S. airlines have fared better due in part to mergers leading to a more consolidated market. However, market structure isn't the only factor. Latin America, too, saw a similar consolidation, but airlines there failed to return their cost of capital. This shows that airline conduct is the more critical factor. U.S. carriers were careful to add capacity at a slower rate than GDP growth and only on routes where they already enjoyed a competitive advantage. This should be good news for airlines. After all, whether a carrier is in a fast or slow-growing market is beyond its control. Even airlines in rapidly expanding markets can improve returns by reassessing capacity addition. While explicit capacity control with other industry players is forbidden by antitrust regulation in most markets, airlines should be able to model how their capacity additions would likely affect returns. Secret 3. High-performing airlines give customers choice through ancillaries. Ancillaries are an under-tapped channel of value for many airlines. Our analysis reveals a mildly positive relationship between ancillary sales performance and ROIC. Carriers whose passengers each spend at least $20 on ancillaries generate 8.2% ROIC on average, which is more than 5 percentage points higher than it is for airlines whose passengers spend less than $5 on ancillaries. Before the pandemic, airlines generated around $110 billion in revenues from the sales of ancillary products, which is about $67 billion more than the industry's absolute operating profits of around $43 billion. Margins for ancillaries are generally high, and without them, many airlines would fail to return their cost of capital. Both passengers and airlines benefit when airlines unbundle priority services and expand their range of ancillaries. With more options, customers enjoy greater control of their travel experience. They are less price sensitive for the add-ons they want compared with base fares. Thus, ancillaries are a way to delight passengers by offering additional or unexpected value, for instance, by auctioning off otherwise empty business class seats before a flight. Airlines may offer price-sensitive passengers a low base fare to give them a great sense of value and then entice them with a range of add-ons. In economy class, for example, many high-performing airlines are actively innovating new ancillaries and selling them at the right moment in the customer's journey. Aisle seats, premium meals, reserving overhead space, and private car transfers at the point of destination are just a few examples. Think broadly. Secret 4. High-performing airlines create pockets of privilege in their flight network. When it comes to origin and destination pairs, an airline enjoys privilege when it's able to provide passengers with a unique itinerary that others don't. Every carrier's network of flights has some privilege. Successful airlines are able to identify, create, and monetize niches in their flight network. Panama's Copa Airlines, a consistent value creator, provides an excellent example. Its fleet of narrow-body aircraft serves more than 80 destinations across North and Latin America, offering thousands of OND pairs. For example, if a traveler is going from Chicago to Rosario, Argentina, Copa has only a reasonable one-stop connection. The percentage of Copa's passengers who travel on its privileged ONDs is 3 times the industry average. As airlines bring back flights, decision makers could analyze their network privilege to capture more value. Usually this can be achieved by serving smaller, secondary, and tertiary cities and connecting the flights through large-scale hubs. There may be potential to deploy longer-range, fuel-efficient aircraft such as Airbus A321neos or Boeing B787s to experiment with new destinations. They should be careful of adding too much capacity too quickly. Secret 5. High-performing airlines differentiate themselves by their reputations. Customers no longer buy tickets solely based on price and schedule. They fly more frequently and are more knowledgeable about the differences between airlines, including their product offerings and operational performance. More are booking directly on the airline's own website based on reviews they've read. Even when customers engage intermediaries such as online travel agencies, they're exposed to much richer information. 5 years ago, most OTAs showed only flight prices and schedules. Today, it's common to find seat details, on-time performance for the flight, Wi-Fi availability, seat maps, customer review scores, and even environmental impact on OTAs. Thus, it's crucial for airlines to build a positive reputation by keeping standards up. Analysis shows that carriers that are reliably on time and have good operational performance enjoy higher returns. Investments in reliability as well as innovation in the onboard product can have revenue upsides. Delta, for example, has a yield advantage among its peers and enjoys high customer satisfaction partly because the carrier leads in on-time performance and has the lowest cancellation rates. Having developed a quality product, the next step is to get passengers excited about the journey. The best airlines effectively wield the tools they have at their disposal to engage with customers directly and establish themselves as trusted brands, loyalty schemes, online sales, and mobile apps. Secret 6. High-performing airlines are great organizations too. We can, to an extent, quantify an airline's performance when it embodies the 5 secrets above. What explains the rest? From our experience, the last ingredient is organizational health. Healthy companies have a highly skilled and motivated workforce, employees have clear objectives, and feel recognized for their work. Decision-making is swift and fact-based. Departments work seamlessly with one another. By running McKinsey's proprietary organizational health index at a dozen carriers globally, it was discovered that on average, airlines are unhealthy organizations compared with other sectors, with 75% of carriers falling below the global median score. There's a clear correlation between value creators and companies with strong organizational health. Improving the status quo could lead to better ROIC. All companies could work on improving their organizational health. Research has found that most airlines have the potential to greatly enhance the quality of their leadership with a strong strategic vision that is communicated to all levels of the organization. Employees across ranks in healthy organizations internalize their company's values and purpose, which drives decision-making across all functions, including external engagements with other partners, communities, and authorities. And that concludes today's video. If you enjoyed the content, kindly hit that like and subscribe buttons down below. To stay updated on future uploads, be sure to click that notification bell. Feel free to share this video with your friends and family. Do share your thoughts and feedback in the comment section down below. Looking forward to catching you again in the next video.